The U.S. Naval Academy is investigating rape allegations against 3 of its football players. The Pentagon made the announcement today. It did not identify the men. David Martin is at the Pentagon with more.
She woke up the next morning still at the football house with her back all bruised.
Attorney Susan Burke tells how her client found out what happened.
She then went home, very hungover, went back to the dorms and learned from friends and the social media buzz that was already occurring that apparently 3 football players were claiming that they had had sexual intercourse with her as she was intoxicated.
According to Burke, the female midshipman reported it to NCIS, the Naval Criminal Investigative Service.
My client was reprimanded for having been drinking, as were many other people. But the football players themselves, nothing happened. The investigation was shut down in November 2012. No charges referred. The men were still permitted to play football.
The victim signed a letter stating she no longer wanted to be part of the investigation.
But did she at one point decide to no longer cooperate with the NCIS?
One of the football players came to her and asked her not to cooperate with NCIS.
And she gave in to that?
She did give in to that, and she was silent.
Earlier this year, the victim hired Burke, and the investigation was reopened. One of the accused football players was scheduled to receive his commission as a Navy officer at the ceremonies presided over by President Obama just last week. But he was not allowed to graduate until the Navy decides whether to charge him and the 2 other players with rape.
The case is now more than a year old, and the Navy says it is waiting for a final report from NCIS before deciding what action to take.
And David, who makes the decision about what action to take?
It's up to a vice admiral who is the superintendent of the Naval Academy, and his decision will probably revolve around whether the victim was in any condition to give her consent.
All right, David Martin at the Pentagon tonight. Thank you very much.